Hi everyone, I'm prepared. I was preparing myself for this episode of Peter's English Podcast and we can start. I'm your host Peter. I'm the owner of my own Peter's English Podcast. My name is Peter. I am 34 years old. I'm from East Slovakia. I like learning English, doing my podcast, and writing my own English novel, Vera the Vampire Girl Diary. I'm 34 years old. I want to speak English because I like it. It's my hobby. I want to live without language barriers. I want to have better paid job. I want to visit foreign countries. I want to meet other people like me who like learning English, doing their own English podcast and writing their own English novel. I want to meet something similar like me. I've been learning English since August 2022. I like watching movies and series in English. I like listening to my favorite English podcasts and audiobooks in English, and I like doing my podcast and doing my own English novel, Vera the Vampire Girl Diary. Now we can continue that this episode is from my series Learn English with Peter, and it's new episode. I don't know the name. I don't know the number of this episode, but I mean the number of this series. Because this series it's about learning English with the study and learn mode of Microsoft Copilot. In this episode, I want to talk about how to talk about time. Yes, people, about time. And I want to discover other part of English grammar like future perfect and future perfect continuous. We can start. Welcome again. You can learn something. Keep attention. And we can start. Dear students, I'm going to open Microsoft Copilot because without it I don't know how to teach you something. I'm joking. I'm trying to joke. And I have to change to the study and learn mode. I'm streaming and recording on my Twitch via OBS Studio the new video episode of my podcast. The topic this episode is from my series Learn English with Peter. In this episode I want to talk about how to create time in English. I mean time on watches. Explain to me how to do it in English in the spoken way. People, this is a very good idea to speak about English. To speak about time in English. Here is. That's a great topic for your podcast episode, Peter. Let's break it down step by step so you can explain how to say the time in English clearly and naturally, especially for spoken English. Step 1. The basics. Saying the how, then the hour and minutes. In English, we usually say time like this. Exact hour. It's 3 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock. With minutes, it's 3:15. It's 10:45. Now let me ask you, if the time is 7:30, how would you say in English? Wait a minute. We have to cut the day on morning and in the afternoon. Exactly, Peter. You're totally right in English. When we say in the time, we often need to split the day into morning, afternoon, evening, and night to make this clear. Let's build this step by step for your podcast. Split the day in spoken English. We use MA and PM to show which part of the day we mean. From 00, I mean midnight, from midnight to 12, it's AM morning. It's 7 a.m. in the morning. From 12 until 12:59 is noon or 12 p.m. Aha, it's noon, 12 in the afternoon. From 13 to 17:59 it's p.m. It's 3 p.m. in the afternoon. From 18 to 20:59 it's evening. It's 7 p.m. in the evening. From 21 to 23:59 it's night. It's 10 p.m. 10 at night. And 000 is midnight. Yes, of course, it's midnight 12 at night. Now let's try one together. If the time is 4:15, how would you say it in English, and how would you know it's morning or afternoon? I have to say it's 4:15, but we have to add AM for the time from 0 to 12 and PM from 12 to midnight. Perfect, Peter. You got the structure exactly right. Let's build on that so you can explain it clearly in your podcast episode. For step 3, spoken time plus AM or PM. When you say the time in English, you combine the numbers with AM or PM to show the part of the day. It's 4:15 AM. That's early morning before sunrise. It's 4:15 PM. That's afternoon, maybe after lunch. You already said this well. We say AM from midnight to noon and PM from noon to midnight. That's exactly how native speakers do it. Now let's try a little challenge for your podcast. If the time is 12, how do you say it in English, and what's the difference between 10 AM and 12 PM? Yes, over. Difference between 12 AM is noon and 12 PM is midnight. People, I discovered that the time 12 AM is noon. I haven't heard about it. Yes, I have heard. But dear students, English teacher can learn it to people. I'm joking. I am not an English teacher. I'm learner of English just like you. I'm only try to make fun of English teachers. I'm sorry, English teacher, you are great. I only want to have fun with my English podcast. We can continue. 12 a.m. is noon and 12 p.m. is midnight. That's easy. Almost, Peter, but this is a very common confusion, so let's clear it up together for your podcast. You're super close. Step 4, the tricky part, 12 a.m. versus 12 p.m. Here's the correct way to say it in English. 12 a.m. is midnight. This is the very start of the day. Example, I went to bed at 12 a.m. means you slept at midnight. 12 p.m. noon. This is the middle of the day. Aha! Example, let's meet at 12 p.m. means lunchtime. Quick tip for your podcast. You can say 12 a.m. is when the day begins. It's midnight. 12 p.m. is when the sun is highest. It's noon. That's interesting. Want to try explaining that in your own words before? That's interesting. I know the other way from English grammar books about saying, about describing, yes, describing what time it is. Aha, I like your reaction, Peter. English grammar books sometimes explain time in a more formal or textbook way, but spoken English is often simpler and more natural. Let's compare both styles so you can explain it clearly in your podcast. Step 5. Grammar book style versus spoken style. Time 7:15. Grammar book style, it's a 7:15. Spoken style, it's 7:15. 7:30, it's 7:30. It's 7:30. 7:45, it's 7:45. It's 7:45. 8:05, it's 8:05. It's 8:05. Podcast tip. In grammar books, you'll see phrases like quarter past or half past. Quarter past. Quarter past, In grammar books, you'll see phrases like quarter past or half past. But in real time, people often just say the numbers. 7:15, 8:30, both are correct. It depends on how formal or casual you want to sound. I want to sound like Luke or Georgiana. Do I need? I don't want to be like alien. I want to be like an alien. Haha, I love that, Peter. You want to sound natural and human, like Luke from Luke's English Podcast or Georgiana from Speak English Now, not like a grammar robot or an alien. That's the perfect goal for your podcast. Let's shape your episode so you sound just like them, relaxed, clear, and confident. Spoken script style, how to say the time in English. Here is a sample intro you can use in your... I don't need any intro. It's 7:15. You can say it's 7:15. Or if you want to sound a bit more classic, it's 7:15. Both are correct, but I usually go with the simple way. And don't forget, from midnight to noon, we say AM. From noon to midnight, we say PM. So 7:15 AM means early morning. 7:15 PM means evening. And you can add a fun moment. Oh, and here's the tricky one. 12 AM is midnight, 12 PM is noon. And now it's confusing. Even native speakers mix it up sometimes. Native do native speakers use the simple way of describing the time in English in the whole world, in the USA and the UK? Yes, native speakers in both the USA and the UK commonly use the simple way of saying the time, especially in casual conversation. Instead of quarter past or half past, they often just say the numbers like 3:15 or 7:30. Spoken time USA versus UK. Here's how native speakers typically say the time in both countries. American English, simple style is very common. It's 5:20. It's 10:45. Also uses after and off. It's 5 after 6. It's 10:04. 12-hour clock is standard. It's 7 a.m. or it's 7 p.m. Often adds in the morning or at the night. British English, simple style is also common. It's 5:20. It's 10:45. More like to use past and to. It's 5 past. More likely to use past and to. It's 5 past 6. It's 10 to 4. 12-hour clock with AM, PM or phrases. It's 7 in the morning. It's 7 in the evening. You can say in your episode, native speakers don't always use fancy grammar book phrases. In real life, they say things like 3:15 or 10:45. Americans might say 5 after 6, while Brits say 5 past 6. Both are correct. Just different styles. People, I have to tell you a great story about time. And now listen. I learned in English grammar book that I have to use this formal style. It's 50. It's quarter past 4. It's 5 to 5, or it's half past 10. And I was thinking how cool I am. But now I discovered that I need to be simply. And that's great. I'm very happy. The most funniest situation was that I want to chat with Microsoft Copilot about this funny situation, that I learned that in English grammar books that the formal way of describing time in English is the best option for it. I always describe time in English for myself in my work in the formal way because I thought that the spoken way is better. That's funny, people, isn't it? Peter, that's such a classic language learner moment. Oh, yes, of course, it's something new, isn't it? You're not alone. So many people learn English from grammar books and think that the formal way is the correct way, while the spoken way is somehow bad or lazy. But here's the truth. Spoken English versus grammar book English. Grammar book English. Example, it's a 7:15. Where it's used. Exams, textbook, formal writing. Spoken style. It's 7:15. Real life, conversations, podcast, TV. What native speakers really do. They almost always use the spoken style in everyday life. Then they say it's 10:30, not it's 10:30. Even teachers and professionals use the simple way when talking casually. Why grammar books teach the formal way? They want to show the full range of expressions, but they don't always explain what's natural versus formal. That's why you felt confused, and now you're laughing about it. So for your podcast you can say, I used to think the spoken way was bad, but now I know it's how native speakers actually talk. So don't be afraid to say 7:15 instead of 7:15. You sound more natural. Yes, people, this is the most funniest situation that English grammar books, yes, they are the people from these companies want to help you with English, but you can learn the spoken natural English only with English podcasts, watching movies and series, listening to audiobooks, and chatting with AI chatbots like Microsoft Copilot, Gemini, or Grok, and thanks to them you can really learn in the natural way how it's English spoken. I mean the real English in the streets in the UK or in the USA. I think that I can end this episode. It was about how to use time in English, and that's great. It was very interesting topic, and I learned something new that you have to describe time in the simple way. And okay, that's it. I think this time I've been streaming for 22 minutes. That's it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Keep learning English. Have fun with it. And yes, practice your English, because if you practice everything in English, you cannot speak English. Trust me. You have to practice your everything, your listening, your reading, your speaking, your grammar, your writing, everything. But please, people, find the way that it's funny for you, because learning English cannot be like teaching languages in schools. That's the past. Think that you can learn English in a funny way, like me. I'm learning English thanks to AI chatbots, because there are great English teachers that you can use in every time. I listen to my favorite English podcasts and audiobooks in English. I watch movies and series in English, and I'm doing my Peter's English podcast. Thanks to it, I can practice my English whenever I want. And thanks to my own English novel, Vera the Vampire Girl Diary, I created my own favorite character in my novel. Thanks to it, I can learn English in a funny and entertainment way that is perfect for me, because I like my novel. I like writing my stories in English, and thanks to them, I can create my own universe in English, and I practice the both. And I can practice my English while I'm doing something that I like, and that's the main goal of learning English or other languages. Please learn English because you can really change your life forever. Thanks to learning English, you can live without language barriers. You can discover a big world of English content, like you can watch movies and series in English. You can listen to a lot of interesting English podcasts and audiobooks in English. You can create your own English podcast. You can create your own English novel. You can meet a lot of new people. You can meet a lot of new friends. You can find your new love. You can travel around the world. You can connect with everyone in the world, because the international language is English, and then learn other languages. I don't talk that you learn only English, but thanks to but English is the best language for connection with everyone in the world today, and it will be. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Yes, I can continue for 5 minutes about with the talk. And yes, I have to be close. And yes, people, I can talk about in these few minutes before the end that you have to practice your speaking skill. You can start with the listening skills. We found practicing your listening skills. You cannot speak English if you don't understand. But please, one thing, please, don't listen. Simply don't listen the news, don't watch the news on TV. Why? Because their speaking style is different from the normal style of normal English natural conversation. Listen, instead of it, watch movies and series in English. Listen to English podcasts like Luke's English podcast, Speak English podcast now with Georgiana, and all is English. And thanks to them, thanks to my first English podcast, you can really listen to something natural, funny, interesting, and with a lot of humor and fun, and it can be your perfect hobby. And yes, I can have to tell you that thanks to listening, you don't need just the listen, you can do everything and listen at the same time, and that's great. And trust me, you can do it. I've discovered it, like, yeah, I can do it. You can do it too, and it's great. And thanks to practice your listening in the funny way, you can learn a lot. Then, but don't forget to speak. You have to practice your speaking skills, and the best way how to do it, create your own podcast like me. Why? You can practice your English, and you can talk about your hobbies. You can talk about everything in English, and that's great. And you have to practice your writing skills. Create your own English novel. Create your own favorite character like myself. Because you have to practice your writing skills. You have to practice your reading skills. Read and listen to your favorite English audiobooks and ebooks at the same time, and you can have so more fun that your life cannot be boring, and thanks to learning English you can defeat the life in without money, because thanks to you can find the good job for you. You can create future for you. Okay, I'll be streaming for 28 minutes, and yes, I wanted to talk that I want to improve my podcast. That means I want to buy. I was thinking that I want to buy the holder, or I don't know, something for my webcam. That because I want to place webcam in the way. Thanks to it, I can record the whole room, and I want to buy special monitoring headphones, but not very expensive, of course. Something for a good price, because I like podcasting. It's my hobby. I like to talk with you, and I discovered thanks to learning English, and I want to. And yes, the last words of this episode. Remember. Keep learning English. No one can stop your dream to speak English fluently. No one can stop you learn English if it's your dream. And trust me, this dream, it's possible for everyone, because everyone can learn English. You can learn English. Everyone can learn English in a funny way. And don't trust people who are talking that you don't need to learn English. Thanks to learning English, you can really change your life, trust me. And it's fun for everyone, trust me. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And I want to tell you, follow me everywhere. Follow me on YouTube. Follow me on Spotify. Follow me on Wattpad. Read my stories. And if you are a learner of English like me, you have your own English podcast and you write your own English novel, we can stream together, we can record and we can publish our episodes, and where we are talking with each other in our episodes, and we can share our lifestyle, other people that thanks to learning English you can really change your life and connect with everyone in the world and be happy. Keep learning English, be healthy, and bye bye.